When will these women realize that it doesn't get easier after divorce? Typically, it gets a little bit harder. The dating market's not fair. These ladies are learning in real time. I got a banger from Alpha Central. Let's get straight into it.
You've gone through a divorce. I just need to know, does it get easier? Does it get easier?
How about no?
Doesn't get easier.
Being without your kids. Because all I can do every time is cry.
Every time I cry. Every time I cry.
You know, I see these videos and I genuinely feel for the people in them. And I can tell you right now, no, it doesn't get easier. If anything, it gets harder. I know, I've been there. There were many times I dropped my kids back off to their mother and pulled off to the side of the road shortly thereafter to cry my eyes out. It never got easier in the 18-odd years that I had to go through it. I genuinely feel for this young lady, and I'm sorry to tell her, no, it doesn't get any easier.
It doesn't get easier, man. It doesn't. That's the harsh reality of it, sadly. But the thing is what would be easier? Would it be easier to try to mend your relationship with this man and try to work things out? Or would it be easier to be alone? That's why I always say, dude, you got to choose your hard. You want to be single? That's hard. You want to be married? That's hard. You want to be in a relationship? It's hard. You want to be alone? That's hard. Like, life is not supposed to be easy. Like, for me, the most fulfilling things I've ever got out of life are the things I've had to work really hard for. Anything worth having is worth working for. So you think this relationship's just supposed to be very, very rewarding, but you don't have to work for it? You're going to be given trials and tribulations, and you have to go through these things. God forbid you have a conversation with your husband and try to work through this stuff, but no, you'd rather just go get a divorce. See, that's the problem. We run to divorce like it's the scapegoat for everything when it's not. A conversation can be had. Go to therapy, go to couples therapy, have a conversation, try to talk through things, make some sacrifices. Especially because nowadays you get married, it says till death do us part. Most people have been doing that 4 or 5 times. These women have 9 lives like freaking cats. Like, come on. We got to grow up. Got to be more mature about this, and don't marry somebody unless you're really sure. Date them for 3 to 5 years, meet their family, see all their emotions first, and then, you know, maybe get into a relationship. But people be rushing things these days. It's crazy.
Evicted. I don't have nowhere to go.
Bro, what in the rainbow colored sausage is this? Okay, she got both the eyebrows are different colors. The hair, this is wild. What is this build?
My problem, bro. You can find you somewhere else to go.
Move in. I done brought all my shit.
My son can come, but you can't come.
I'm definitely coming. Are you kidding me?
Go to your man's house.
What the fuck you doing me like this? You acting like you don't know who I am. I done brought all my shit over here.
You got bags and shit, pillows. I don't give a fuck. Hey, take your ass to the Salvation Army.
I don't have nowhere to go.
Go to the shelter. Go somewhere, but you can't be here. Get the fuck.
How you got like your hair colored, eyebrows colored, but you have nowhere to go? You need to get your priorities straight.
Step. What the fuck?
And now what if I sleep on this motherfucker?
Hey, that's your problem. You better call your man.
I'm not going nowhere.
No. Hey, that's not my problem, bro. No. Yes, bye.
What?
Smart man. Do not
Bro, what is that? Looks like she fell in a bucket of paint. Like, what is going on? That is crazy work.
Age of a man.
18 to 20.
Ideal race.
White.
Minimum height.
Probably like 5'11".
Minimum income.
I don't know, minimum wage, so what, like 50K?
Minimum
I
wage.
think 50K is minimum wage. Come on.
You stupid.
Just 50K.
Well, it's 12 an hour, so
We'll just do 50K.
Yeah.
The probability of you finding your ideal man is a 0.76%.
that makes so much sense.
She was actually more based than, you know, a lot of the women we've heard.
An 18-year-old kid.
But yeah, an 18-year-old kid asking for a guy to make 50K. Bro, you know how much I was making when I was 18? Maybe $2,000 a year. I wasn't making no bread.
Age.
52.
Are you currently single?
I am.
Why is that the case?
That's a really long story. Very long.
So you were married
Make it short.
before?
I was married. I have 3 children, and I've been divorced for 14 years.
But married for how long at the time?
12 and a half.
So how do you kill a 12-year marriage? What happened?
Oh boy. I want to say that it got killed and it wasn't by me, but stuff happens. But we have 3 amazing children, so we did something right.
So what made you give up in the end?
Yeah, I had no choice. It was for the best. Things were going on, and I had babies, and he was going one direction, I was going another, and we just weren't on the same page anymore.
What's your expectation for the men that you see and you date?
Very high. My expectations are very high. That's why I'm single.
You don't want to get remarried.
I would if I met the right person, but my standards are very high, and I'm a very independent woman. I'm not.
Right. You can't make it up. I think we all knew what was coming out of her gullet before she even said it. I have high standards. I know my worth. I'm independent. And also, you're going to die alone.
I'm not going to settle for just any man, and I don't really need to be in a relationship. I'm happy being alone.
You're a liar!
You ain't happy being alone. This is what I don't get, how women will say, yeah, if I find the right guy, I'll be married, but I'm happy to be alone. You're contradicting yourself. That doesn't make any sense, bro. It makes no sense. I'll be married with a family at 30, me at 30, mental breakdowns. Lord have mercy. What are you crying about? That's what I don't get. Like, what are you crying about? You're in a nice crib. You got a nice little fluffy blankie on you. Go through some hardship, bro, and then cry.
To be like, I do really like you. I'm just busy with a lot on my plate right now. I'm like, you mean the other girls on your roster? Yeah. No, I'm sure dating 13 women does keep you busy. I get it. Dating in this.
Well, if he's good enough for you, he's good enough for a few. These ladies are really starting to realize that men are exercising options. Kevin Samuels used to say this: men are only as faithful as their options. A lot of guys are going out there. If they make an abundance of money, they look good. Like, dude, here's the reality, ladies. Here's the harsh reality. If you're a guy who's over 6 foot, you make over, I'll be aggressive with this. You make over $20,000 a month. You're a single guy and you're over 6 foot. Bro, you have lay of the land. You can do whatever you want, especially if you're in good shape as well. Bro, and you're good looking, bro, you can do whatever you want. You can date 50 women at the same time. It doesn't matter because you qualify for all these ladies. And then these ladies all want the same guy, but a lot of them really aren't unique. Let me ask you this. What's more unique? A guy that's 6 foot, makes over 6 figures, that's good looking and can dress well, or a pretty chick? I think you know where we're going with this. The more unique one is the guy. It's much harder to be that guy than it is to be that girl. Most women are kind of out the box, you're born with your beauty. Maybe it's Maybelline. Like, you're probably born with it. Most of the time, the things that we consider high value in a woman, they're born with. Whereas on the other hand, the things that we consider for a man high value, he has to go out there and earn. He has to go out there and create. He has to go out there and accumulate these things. Whereas ladies, y'all are born out the box with your value, your beauty most of the time. Now, unless you have horrible genetics and you're a big back, I get that.
Big back, big back.
Yeah, I get that. But men have to go out there and create their value, where women are just given their value from their off rip. So ladies, if you're finding a guy that you think is him and that you really like him, more than likely he qualifies for all the other chicks in your circle as well. That's why in college, I had so much fun in college, because the thing is, you could buck one girl, and then if she told another girl about you, bro, that's a referral. That's a referral, brother. Because she's talking about how good it was. The other girl's like, well, I want to figure out how good it is, because the thing is, no girl wants the guy that no other girl wants. That's why I say that's what a high value guy is. 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 inches, and other women want him. No girl really just wants a guy that no other girl wants. It's really not a thing. Like, they want to know other women want you. They find that sexy because they're hypergamous.
This day and age is not like, is he seeing other women? It's like, I know he's seeing other women, but am I his favorite? Am I in the top 3? I don't need to be the only woman. In fact, I don't even need to be number 1. Top 3 is good. I'm happy. Like,
These women are like, she's admitting to being a runner.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
To being used. This is crazy to me.
I'm comfy at 2. I'm comfy at number 2. People are like, never let a man show you twice that he's not into you. And I'm like, twice is in 2 times? That's rookie numbers. That's light work. I don't even start liking him until he's shown me 5 to 10 times that he's not into me. And then I'm like, I have to have him. I have to prove to myself that I'm lovable by getting this man who clearly doesn't like me to like me.
Ma'am, respect.
Bro, this is crazy, bro.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
This is crazy. Like, the level of delusion is nutty. Oh my God.
Do y'all realize that the black community has trained its men to not be abusive so that the women can be?
Oh. This man just dropped a bar.
Women like this are
This woman, I mean, this dude just dropped a straight bar. That is crazy. I had never thought about that. Never thought about that.
Someone tell me why dating in your 30s is so bad.
Dating in your 30s?
It's because you're in your 30s, love. You haven't got it anymore. It's not getting better. This is a map of just your overall value to other people in the dating market. The girl value starts off pretty high at 18, peaks at 22. That's the age that men of all ages prefer, is 22. And it just goes down pretty quick on the way to 30 and 40 and then stays low. You'll notice that there are three colors here. The men get three lines. We have privileges. This is for male physical attractiveness. Not a lot of women are really into 18-year-old boys. Some are, but most are not. So men peak in physical attractiveness at about age 27, and they start to decline too, just like women, but a couple years later. But also, women are interested in men for money, and men tend to accumulate money as they age, which gives men an extra boost. So this is their overall attractiveness. Like, this is when a guy is most physically attractive, and this is when he gets financially, like, probably at the top, around 40, somewhere around there, making him the most attractive as a dating partner, as someone to date, dating partner, at somewhere between 27 and the time that he gets as rich as he's going to get. It's just rough in grown-up land.
It's not that dating.
That's crazy work. But the thing is men have privilege typically when they get older, and women have privilege when they're younger. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh wait, I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Can we get some freeze in the chat, poor flavor? Loki, free? Bro, this man is so tired today. He tired on a whole other level, bro. He tired on a whole other level. But going back to the video we just reacted to, right? Women dating in the 30s, you know, it does get harder. Sadly, women don't age like fine wine. Men typically do. Once again, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them in that regard. But women have so many privileges when they're younger that men do not have. Most men from the ages of 18 to 24 aren't very attractive to women, unless I'm way off base. But chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Men from the ages of 18 to 24 aren't attractive to most women. Even women the same age, 18 to 24, aren't really attracted to guys that are 18 to 24. And if they are attracted to those guys, they want them to make a huge abundance of money, which most of the time does not coincide with that age. So it's funny to me, because as women get older, they start to live in the reality that men have had to live in when they were younger. Women over 30, 40, 50 years old are living the same lives that men from 18 to 24 had to live, because most of the time, men from 18 to 24 are invisible to pretty much all women. These guys don't have a nice body. These guys don't have a big bank account. These guys aren't very mature. Like Homath just described there, most men hit their peak, physical peak, especially at 27. And then maybe their financial peak later on when they're, I think 45 or 50 is the age of when men typically hit their financial peak. So as men age, they become more societally or socially more like the women that are 18 to 24. And as women age, they become like the men that are 18 to 24. Chat, put a one in the chat if you agree. I just think it's funny, like the inverseness of it all, right? It's just like the opposite of it. Women age, their value goes down. Men age, their value goes up. We have more options. And then also women are just like, they're prisoners of their own success. Women typically think as they get older, they get more accolades, they get a better job, that they're going to have more men. And actually, you're looking at a bottle cap of water of men that you're actually eligible for, or the ones that you would actually want. But then women are always like, well, I have guys banging my door down. I have got men just coming in droves trying to get to know me. Yeah, but these guys aren't on your level. That's why you wouldn't want to be with them. These guys, you think you're better than. So who cares? And especially if a woman ever says this to you, it's just like, well, I have a lot of guys that want me. It's like, yeah, low prices attract a lot of customers. Shots fired! If a lot of men feel like they're eligible for you, that's your problem, not the men. When I divorced my ex, he yelled that after 40, I would have no chance of finding a boyfriend. Now I'm 43 and still single. No one really pays attention to me. Was that really true? Yeah, it was really true. Just like when you ladies walk down the street and you see a lot of men and they're invisible to you, as you get older, you're invisible to us. Easy to see why he left you. Attention post, get on with your life. OnlyFans pity party. He was right. Oh my God, the comments eating him up. Oh my God, The Rock. Shut up. Bro, like, you're in your 40s posting crying videos for attention. Go to the gym. Do something. Put yourself in a vulnerable position, dude, so you can go meet a man. What can you give your future husband that you have not given to another man? Ooh, that's a very good one. Very, very good one. You've given other men your youth, potentially your womb, your body, you know, like your submissiveness, and then the next guy you want more from, stop it.
And hit on by married men.
Are you dating?
Baby girl. No, you don't.
You're a liar! Any of the married men?
No, I just found out they were married, and I...
Bro, I get hit on by more married men. This woman looking like the whole American flag, stars and stripes looking at.
I can tell you how to spot them.
Okay, is it the ring?
No.
Is that usually the way?
They never wear rings.
They take it off. Okay. Longest relationship?
That one's a hard one to answer because you can say, it's over! You try and cut ties and you're serious. You look them straight in the eye and you go, it's done. It's over. Bye-bye.
And then you keep for 3 months.
No.
Bro, that rosacea is fighting for its life, brother. Got to keep your weight in check. And I have rosacea. Y'all see my face be getting red all the time.
They come back
around. You got to
around.
count the 3 months.
They go,
if you don't count
I was in the area. You were in the area.
Yeah, I'm not looking for like year, month, day, just like a approximation, like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, longest relationship.
You can't even count it because it just kept going on even though you cut it off.
Yeah, you can't just count. So if it was like on again, off again, give me the years.
I can't even think of the years. I can't remember that
was
far
friends
back.
on.
And she probably wonders, why am I alone? What's wrong? You can't even answer a basic question. Imagine trying to have a conversation with this woman. Good Lord.
TV. Was Bill Clinton the president?
Yeah, at one point he was.
You
but
dated
then
Bill
he kept
Clinton.
going all
Did you date Bill
way.
Clinton?
No.
Would you?
He thought he was.
Oh.
He freaking thought he was.
It's like a window to the future.
Bro, like, good Lord. You ladies keep it up. That's what y'all gonna look like, though. Talking about, like, the bangs are fighting for their life, rosacea, that makeup, working overtime. Poor baby. She's gonna die alone. Just get a bunch of cats at that point. It's a wrap. Okay, so boy sober, the new trend where 50% of women ages 18 to 40 are single, up to 10% from 2000. Why do you think this is?
You know, if I had to take a guess, it's just the whole facts are more widely available now. I can just go on your IG. There it is. Oh. If you can't tell the IG, they're bound to pull the script.
I don't go out a lot. Like, I don't go to parties a lot or whatever. That's just because, like, I don't really like...
Listen, honey, I was born on a day, but it
Wasn't born yesterday. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night.
yesterday.
Why are modern women...
Bro, why are modern women single? Because they have too many freaking options. Back in the day, when women didn't have a whole lot of options and didn't get a bunch of attention on the social medias, on the face chats and the snap books, they knew they needed to find a man and hunker down, sink their heels in, and really build something with the man. Those days are long and gone. We've really lost our way because women don't want to find a good man anymore. And the thing is, there's a bunch of good men everywhere. You look around, good man. Good man. Right there. Good man. But yeah, it's because women have too many options, bro. Like I've said this before, regular, everyday, mundane, mid women, 4s and 5s and 6s at best, have the same celebrity attention level as like a man, like a celebrity man. Like Leonardo DiCaprio probably has flooded DMs, but there's a regular, everyday girl in Nebraska that's also got her DMs flooded. You know what I mean? Like, men just don't get the same level of attention. Like... And I think that's why a lot of women say men cheat more. Yeah, I could see why men would cheat more. You want to know why? Because men never get attention. Imagine being in a relationship and a hot girl comes up to you and gives you a lot of attention. You'd probably be ready to bite because you're like, this has never happened to me before in my entire life. Of course, you would probably bite on that. But you ladies are so desensitized to it because guys approach you constantly. It's just, we're different, dude. We're different. Ain't that right, Looks? He's so tired today. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out. I will see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.